Everyone, this is the Sky Priestess. Today I'm going to be talking about some very heavy duty alignments that we are going to be seeing coming our way in the next few years. If you do not want to know, this is your time to hit the stop button and to go and look at something else on the internet. So, giving you some time. Because once you know, you can't unknow. So it's up to you how to take this information and how to work with it and how to integrate it into your long-term plans. Basically, what we're going to be seeing, especially from the end of this year into 2020, is Saturn transiting the sign of Capricorn. This is going to be at some point aspecting Pluto, who is already in Capricorn. In that time period, we'll also be seeing Jupiter and the South Node in Capricorn. Basically, it's going to be Capricorn season. Capricorn's energy is very much about the material ways in which we structure our relationship with this world. Whether it's how we build houses around or on the mountaintop, whether it is how we create buildings of steel that don't disintegrate for hundreds of years, whether it is leaving behind some kind of a material legacy which our descendants will then inherit. Capricorn is very much the sign that stands in the public eye and says, I am the authority, here I am. It is associated with institutions of power and hierarchy, such as government and such as banks. Because banks have done a great deal in structuring our relationship with the material world in any case. Now, as Saturn moves through this sign, we will see a major restructuring of these institutions. Now, restructuring is a very polite way of saying things may come to an utter and epic collapse, or things may find a way in which they restructure themselves in less cataclysmic terms. But that depends not on the actions of individual actors, but on how we address this energy as a collective. What I do see is that a lot of astrologers are fear-mongering, and I can understand why, because Saturn and Pluto are not happy teachers. They are teachers that have been traditionally feared in astrology. But if we look at the meaning of Saturn, the meaning of Pluto, the opportunities of the South Node, and the opportunities that Jupiter provides, we will see that there is less reason to fear and more reason to get grounded, roll up our sleeves, and get to work, because that is what Capricorn does. This would be, at a practical level, a time to really look at your assets, especially things that you may have tied up in investments, matters of inheritance, ownership of buildings. These are times to really look at your assets and to see if they are going to be giving you the long-term stability that you believe that they will. This is also going to be a time where you look at your career very, very strongly and question whether what you are doing is truly the purpose and the legacy of what you want to leave behind in the world. For those of you considering working with the elderly, whether it's your older parents or grandparents, this is a time to see whether those responsibilities are things that you really want to be carrying on your individual back and shoulders, or whether there are other ways of addressing these situations. For those of you who want to bring children into the world, this is a time to seriously think about what type of world you're bringing your children into, and whether you are going to raise your children as part of a legacy that will inspire humanity or diminish its hopes and aspirations. I know this sounds heavy because it's extremely heavy. Astrologers have had their finger on these alignments for some time now, and spiritualists have been intuiting the same messages. So you kind of knew it was coming a long time ago. At the practical level, this is about looking at the big picture. What are you doing on this planet? What have you come to do? And how are you doing it? And if you aren't doing it, who have you empowered to act on your behalf? And are they doing it? We're going to be seeing an intense flurry of activity in the political sector over the next few years, and we are already beginning to see the rumblings of, well, what happened in the US election, what's happening now in the UK election. The people are waking up, and they are going to hold their representatives accountable. But this is not going to be a comfortable transit for many people. At the personal level, this is a time for all of us to not just introspect, but to act on those things that truly mean something to us, and in ways that work from a place of, yes, power, but equally integrity. This is where we are asked to be much more disciplined with what we do in the world and how we do it. At a physical level, Capricorn is often associated with the skin, the joints, the bones, the skeletal structure, the spine. It is useful to bear this in mind and to make sure that you have an exercise routine or fitness regime that makes sure that your joints get stretched, that makes sure that the balance of fluids in your body is well regulated, that makes sure that you take care of your skin, keratin, hair, nails. These are areas which are also worth looking into. Given the fact that so much of this energy is going to involve Pluto, and Pluto has its own rulerships and has its own meanings, take everything that comes in this period day by day. It can feel, and it will feel, overwhelming. But remember the lessons of the goat. Remember the lesson of Capricorn. It gets to the mountaintop step by step, bit by bit, day by day, one hoof after the other. So you are invited to freak out over this if you wish. You are invited to look at this energy, take it in, and to create a plan of action that will help you incrementally through the process. And you are invited to respond in any way that you see fit. The world is changing. And either we make that change a graceful one or one that is utterly traumatic. And that is something that only we as a collective can do, working in tandem with one another. So, take care, Goddess bless, and let's go build a better world. Ciao for now.